what's gone into slowing down a Marley team that obviously has a very good offense?
Well, it's not so much just them, but obviously they have a lot of skill. I think the biggest thing for us is our play away from the puck's been exceptional all year, and it's the reason we've one of the top teams in the league in shot totals against and goals against, and that's not to take anything away from our goaltenders who have been outstanding, but we believe in our defense being a five-man defense, and obviously the game plan against these guys, we're taking away time and space and pressure at the puck, which we've done a pretty good job at, and are going to have to continue to with the amount of skill they have, and just really limiting the room they have to make plays. And it's not about just the defensive zone, it's about in all three zones, and I think we've done a pretty good job of that, but it's certainly going to be a key for us.
Like many NHL teams, do you emulate what's happening in New Jersey?
Yeah. I think you put your own twist on things down here, but system-wise, I think pretty much every team now wants to implement the same system. We want to be a pressure attacking team. I think puck possession's been a big thing for us this year, which also leads to it's pretty easy to defend when you have the puck, right? But we know they're a puck possession team as well, and have some real skilled players. So it's about when they do have it, taking away time and space, getting the puck back as quickly as possible. And with that being said, knowing that they're going to put you on the ropes at times, and you got to survive those situations.
How much do you buy into momentum off a previous game, and how much do you think momentum is just game to game?
I think it's game to game. I think in game it's a bigger thing. Obviously, this situation, them having the lead, us scoring late, shorthanded the way we did, and then winning in overtime. I think this may have a little more of effect, but I mean, they didn't do what they did this year by not bouncing back after losses, even though they didn't have very many. I think at this time of year, everybody hits the reset button. It's a brand new game. At the end of the day, one team won and one team lost, and usually the team that loses, you expect a response, and the team that wins has to match that. And I think it's every game's a new game.
Do you think momentum had an effect in the overtime period after such a tough goal allowed by Toronto late? The overtime really was.
I think so. I thought we had real good jump in overtime, and I thought we carried the play for the most part. And but I thought our guys really sensed like we played to win that overtime. And it's not to say that one team is or the other team isn't, but I thought we had real good jump and had some good chances. And obviously, I think we ended up with 14 shots or 12 shots, and certainly carried the play. But I was impressed with the way our guys came out with purpose and really had good legs and good energy and put pressure on and had some real good chances.
How much do you worry about the after effects of overtime? Or is it really not a big deal unless it goes into 2 or 3 overtimes?
Well, these are hard minutes on both sides. I think both teams. I think Sheldon likes to play 4 lines as well, and as the games get tighter, you see that a lot of the offensive zone draws, you're seeing top lines out there, both coaches doing that, and the fourth line minutes I think dwindle a little bit as the game wears on and into overtime, because you want your guys out there that can win you the game or in their case maybe protect the lead. But I think I said this at the beginning. I think just playing every other day, I think this is fatigue's going to be a factor here, and it's about guys taking care of themselves. We were able to insert 3 guys in the lineup here, and they've used different guys in their lineups. You may see both teams make changes again here because there is that depth and those guys that have the ability to step in. So, I think it's just about rest and recouping and getting ready for the next day.
What can you say about the entertainment value of the series, especially games 2 and 3?
Yeah, well, it's fun. It's fun behind the bench, but friends, family, I got family and friends watching it back home, and certainly enough family and friends here that just, the text messages, and it's been exciting hockey. It's been obviously came advertised as that, really potentially the 2 top teams in the league meet in the second round, and so far as advertised, it's been a good series.
Any contemplating changes from your lineup yesterday? Or?
Yeah, we'll look at it again. Today's more just you kind of spend the day breaking everything down and look at things. But I thought the guys that came in did a good job. Obviously, Reece Scarlett was available, and it was more just to give him a rest with the heavy travel. So potentially get him back in. But I thought those guys that came in did what they needed to do. The two guys up front added some speed to our lineup and played well.
You tell these guys to stay off yesterday, basically, or is
Yeah, yeah, it's not even an option for the guys that played. I don't think there would be anybody thinking about it, but certainly if they were, we did discourage it.
Why did you go home red? Go wear red at home, go throw jerseys?
Good question. It's really not my decision. Reds, we don't see it a lot at home. First round it worked. It's a nice color. I don't know. It's just it's something to change it up for the fans, and whether it's a superstition thing or not, I don't know. But it's
now that it's worked, you don't want to see it change.
well, I don't think we'll be changing. So
Any irony of you and Sheldon both having Susie and Marie connections?
there is some Sioux
There-
connections.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
finding some.
Yeah.
Ontario guys got to bring it up, right? Yeah, no, it's good. Cal Dubas too, and obviously we had two players here. We had Blake Spears and Colton
Yeah.
White for round one. So, you always you keep tabs. We had a saying when we won the Memorial Cup, and
Yeah.
it's on our rings. Once a Greyhound, always a Greyhound. So you keep track of those guys, and it's been a long time since I've been back there in '93, and you certainly keep tabs. And now we got a couple drafted kids from the Sioux, so it's fun to watch.
Sheldon says you can't swing a cat and not hit an ex-Greyhound somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody who's got Sioux connections in hockey.
Yeah, Sioux connections and then Sioux people too.
Yeah,
A lot of hockey connections up there, but
One more question about the Sioux. What influence was Ted Nolan on you?
oh, huge. Certainly one of the. I was fortunate to play for a lot of good coaches, but huge influence on me. The success we had up there together, and still keep in touch with him. And he was a great motivator. He was one of those guys that you just loved to play for and didn't want to let down. And obviously, when you have that much success, it's a good thing. And he had a big influence on my playing career, no question, but my coaching career as well. And Danny Flynn too. Danny was the X and O's
Right.
guy. They were a perfect combination, and a lot of fond memories.